Hey everyone, welcome once again to DM Sorcery Metrics. In this document, we'll explore what metrics are relevant to DM Sorcery and what they mean and how do you track them. What we track. These are the primary metrics that we track. MSR, this is the media scene rate. It measures how many people see the initial Trojan horse permission message that we send them. Positive reply rate, it measures how many people send us a thumbs up or similar CTA, whatever we used, or any kind of positive message. You tell me more, I'm interested, go ahead, or something like that, to our Trojan horse permission message. Variables that impact the positive reply rate are quality of your profile, content of the Trojan horse permission message, delivery of the Trojan horse permission message, Trojan horse follow-up message content and delivery, which is to be done in the form of a voice note. Then CSR is the Calendly sent rate. It measures how many people send a thumbs up or similar positive message, whatever your CTA is, or go ahead, or yeah, send it to me or something like that, to our evergreen native VSL. This is the evergreen native VSL that we send to people. So once they say yes on our Trojan horse message, we send them a evergreen native video sales letter. Variables that impact the Calendly sent rate are offer contained in your evergreen video sales letter, speed of your response, content of evergreen native VSL, delivery of the evergreen native VSL, engaged follow-up process, content, and consistency. So basically these are the things that matter, and these are the things that somehow impact your Calendly sent rate. Then finally we have the ABR. This is the appointment booking rate, again the Polaris star, and it measures how many people schedule an appointment overall in response to being initiated. Variables that impact the appointment booking rate are all of the above: Calendly availability and configuration, Calendly follow-up sequence, consistency, and content. These are the things that impact the appointment booking rate. Now the key performance indicators, these are what we use to measure the performance of certain parts of our DM sorcery system and for the whole system as a whole, and these are the KPIs for it. So for the media scene rate, the KPI is 60% minimum. For the positive reply rate, it is 6% minimum. For the Calendly sent rate, it is 3% minimum, and for the appointment booking rate, it is 2% minimum. Secondary metrics, these are other metrics we track and use. We call them the secondary metrics. This is A to MSR. This is initiated to media scene rate. It should be 60%. Then it is media scene to positive reply rate. So it is MS to B. B is basically what that stage is called. So media scene to Calendly sent rate or something like that. So positive engagement rate or something like that. So A is initiated, B is engaged, C is Calendly sent rate, and D is appointment booking. So it's basically booked. So media scene to engaged, this is media scene to positive reply rate 10%. Engaged to Calendly sent rate, this is 50%. And then Calendly sent rate to our appointment booking rate is basically 66%. It should be something like that. Now metric assessment. Whenever assessing metrics, go straight to the top. If the appointment booking rate is within the KPI, change nothing. Likewise, if positive reply rate is in KPI, change nothing about the Trojan horse permission message, even if the MSR is bad. For example, you can accomplish a 4% appointment booking rate with a media scene rate of just 8%. Media scene rate का KPI is 60%, but अगर ये 8% है लेकिन appointment booking rate 4% है, you are good to go, change nothing. Then let's say you accomplish a positive reply rate of 6%, which is already 6%. You can achieve it, like you can achieve it within the KPI even if your media scene rate is just 9.5%. In that case, you need to change nothing. If you want more appointments, it's better to pump more volume in the subpar system than trying to improve it. For example, let's say I'm sending 100 messages a day with a 2% appointment booking rate and a 10% media scene rate, and let's say I want to double the amount of appointments I book. Instead of figuring out how to double my media scene rate, it's easier and again much less risky to double the amount of messages that I send. अगर आपको डबल अपॉइंटमेंट्स चाहिए तो इंस्टेड ऑफ सेंडिंग 100 messages, send 200 messages. Once a proof of concept is discovered, look no further for shiny object and just scale the life out of the system. 100 messages a day at a 1% appointment booking rate is 20 appointments a month, which is 3 to 5 clients a month. Now moving forward, metrics and prospect tracking sheet. We use a sheet to track the prospects and their progress throughout the conversion system. By tracking the prospects, the metrics will auto-log. This acts as your CRM and metric tracking sheet all in one. Make a copy of this, and this is where you can track your prospects. Some notes on how to use this: never ever delete a prospect. Zoom out on your browser. Log every single prospect. Bookmark the sheet because we will be using it every day. Then cross out prospects once they move from letter to letter. If someone is not interested at a certain point, cross them out and mark them red. Have a different sheet for each platform that you use. तो यहाँ पे आप इसको जब मेगा कॉपी कर रहे होंगे प्लेटफॉर्म की जगह लिंक्डइन या इंस्टाग्राम या फेसबुक जो भी नाम है वो रखेंगे. Now you are going to zoom out so that you can see it all. This dashboard does not require manual inputs. You don't need to change anything here. Let's say for the month of January, every single thing is written here. Stage, how many prospects are in each stage, what is the media scene rate, positive reply rate, calendly sent rate, appointment booking rate, what is the conversion rate from each stage. So A to media scene to B, B to C, C to D. This is how you track it. So let's say I initiate a conversation with let's say Donald Trump. I'll add his profile link here, linkedin.com/Donald Trump, right? Okay, so we have the link here. Then date initiated, let's say today is 14/07. Then interact, it is always going to be yes, you need to keep it yes. Then let's add a few more here. Let's add Aditya here. Let's add Andrew Tate here. Let's add Iman Ghazi here, something like that, right? And I'll just copy this for all of them. Date initiated, I'm going to keep it the same, and here I'm going to put on yes for all of these. तो now यहाँ पे सबसे पहले तो मुझे बताएगा A में यानी इनिशिएटेड में कितने लोग हैं. Then let's say out of this Donald Trump replies instantly. आदित्य को हमने follow-up 1 भेजा, and let's say follow-up 1 मैंने भेजा आदित्य को 15/07 को, and एंड्रू टेट को भी मुझे follow-up भेजना पड़ा 15/07 को, and ईमान गाजी just said no directly. ठीक है, तो let's say इसने no कहा तो we are going to cross and highlight them. तो I'm going to do a strike through and I'm going to highlight them. You can use this red or this red or any red you want, right? तो ये यहीं पे हमने strike through कर दिया. Now let's say out of these two Aditya does not reply but Andrew Tate does. So I'm going to select this. I am going to color this orange. तो यहाँ से I'm going to pick any of these orange colors. This one seems fine, and I'm also going to copy this and I'm going to strike through now and I'm going to paste it here. तो of course the color should be normal, तो आप इसको पहले ही copy कर लेना. And basically now we have Andrew here and Donald also replied instantly. So I'm going to do this. I should actually copy it like this, and then I should do this and strike through, and I should also color it orange like this, and I'm going to place it here, right? अभी यहाँ पे tracked पे yes आएगा, and as you can see now we have a 50% positive reply rate and we have 2 people in B, and यहाँ पे you need to track कि क्या इन्होंने मीडिया देखी या नहीं. Let's say these 2 people, let's say Aditya did not even see the media, so I'm going to leave it there, yes and yes. So it is going to tell me what is the media scene rate, what is how many people were there in the media scene thing, and then basically I think then what you need to do is you need to start following up with them. तो अभी इन्होंने engage कर दिया, you send them your video sales letter, फिर either they'll reply or else you will do a follow up. तो let's say मैं यहाँ पे 16/07 को follow up करूँगा, then 17/07 को follow up करूँगा, then 18/07 को follow up करूँगा, and यहाँ पे भी let's say I do the same thing, Ctrl V, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. यहाँ पे let's say Donald Trump says yes on the 3rd follow-up. Copy his name, not Donald Trump, Andrew. copy his name, strike through, color would be purple this time. I'm going to select this because this color is purple. And then let's say Donald also says yes, copy, strike through, purple. Okay, the color is different, try to keep a same color. Yep. And now I'm going to paste them here, dragged, yes, yes. And let's say this time Andrew date does not book, तो यहाँ पे आपको डेट 14th नहीं डालनी है, द डेट शुड बी 18th, no not 18th, actually it would be 16th. No, he would reply to me on 18th, तो यहाँ पे 18th would be the date. And यहाँ पे he replied on 17th, तो 17th would be the date here. And इधर भी Andrew date replied on 15th, and this guy did it on 14th himself, right? So now since this is done, अब हम लोग यहाँ पे फिर से फॉलोअप शुरू करेंगे. 1907, 2007, 2107, 2207, 2307, and 2407, and let's say final one 2507. And Andrew ने कॉल नहीं बुक की, I would leave him like that. Yeah, let's say he says no, I would just strike through and I would turn him red like this. But let's say that's not the case, हम इसका यहीं छोड़ देंगे. And for Donald we are going to basically let's say मैंने यहाँ पे first follow up किया, second follow up, third follow up, fourth follow up, and he said yes. So I would copy this, cross, and I would mark this one green, and this time I'm just going to paste it here, and the date book would be 23rd, so 23 right here, dragged yes, and like this we have the whole data, Calendly, and all of these things are right here. So that's basically how you track all of this. Of course I'm going to have to delete it all. So that's how you use the sheet. Now this is the daily tracking SOP. It's very straightforward and you should be using it every single day, in the morning and in the evening as well. If running DM Sorcery, this must be done every single day at the same time. Do it every day, don't try to patch it or miss a day and then do it tomorrow. If you don't do it every day, things may get chaotic, messy, and impossible to fix. In the morning, open the prospect and metrics tracker, navigate to the correct month, open Calendly, add booked prospect to green debooked columns, adding the date and clicking yes on dragged column. Then basically cross out the prospect from the purple to Calendly column. Check for prospects who have replied to any messages saying not interested or something. उनको red color में you are going to mark. Then send Calendly link to engaged prospect who want to book, and then move engaged prospect who want to book to Calendly. तो B से C में उनको करना है, tracking को yes करना है. Send evergreen BSL video to interested prospects who give permission. Move them from initiated to engaged. Then send Trojan horse permission message to initiated prospect. These are the leads that you have. Add new initiated prospect to the spreadsheet. Be sure to tag them as yes. Add any notes necessary to the notes column using the correct format. Send Trojan horse follow-up message to initiated prospect that are 1+ day old. Send follow-up to Calendly prospect every 2 days. Go through your initiated prospects that you sent follow-up 1 to yesterday and log whether or not they viewed the data or not. If they viewed the media, you're going to track the yes thing in there. Then this is to be done in the evening. Open prospects and metrics tracker, navigate to the correct month, open Calendly, add book prospect to the D column, and all of this is basically the same जैसा कि हमने ऊपर किया था. There are only a few things here. Cross out and highlight any prospect who are not interested in that, and it's almost the same for every single person. So this is how we are going to do this. You can go through this, read it. If you have any queries, you can connect with us. Don't outsource this to a virtual assistant. It just takes 10 minutes and is arguably the most important thing to this function of the system, right? So you need to do it yourself. Now moving forward, testing volume. To measure the effectiveness of the Trojan horse permission message, at least 60 people need to have seen it. To measure the effectiveness of your evergreen sales letter, at least 30 people need to have seen it. If you're out of KPI on PSR, CSR, or ABR, don't make any changes until the above has been achieved. 60 permission messages seen, 30 VSLs seen. Anything less than this, the data is not valid. It will take on average 2 to 8 weeks of consistent sending at a reasonable volume, that is 100 plus a day, to find a proof of concept that allows you to book meetings at a scale. Be sure to focus on building the system from ground up and don't start trying to run multiple tests at once. Be sure that you have watched the entirety of acquisition genesis before building this, especially acquisition theory and iterative Darwinian acquisition. If you cannot get it to work and come to us for help, we will ask you about things in those modules and other parts of acquisition genesis. So be sure that you have watched them. Thank you so much. That's it for this video. Have a great day.